How's everybody doing today? Hope everybody doing okay. Okay, I'm not gonna talk about this car right here. I'm gonna talk about something else. I want to talk about those blue 120 amp ESCs they selling on Amazon. I have one. It's a version 2.3. Okay, version 2.3. I took the cooling fan off and used it on something else. You know, I don't want to take the chance of it catching on fire. But I figured out why they catch on fire. I don't see why nobody else hadn't said anything about it. But on 2S, it's good. But on 3S, this is what happened to it. This is what happened to them. On 3S, when you start getting the beans and getting it too much power, it's not the ESC that's blowing up. But what makes it really blow up is, you see these connections right here and how close they are together. I put some super glue on it to try to keep it from going, shortening out. But what it does when this ESC be running on 3S or 4S, this is what happens. That solder starts melting on each one of them on the power sides, and then they start melting together. And that's what shorts the ESC out. When that solder start melting and they so close together that they touch, and it shorts out the ESC, makes the ESC smoke. If they would have done this part right here a different way, it probably would have they probably would last longer. But you can run it on 3S, but 4S, it heats that solder up too much and make all of it just touch together, and it shorts out the ESC. I just want to let y'all know that this is the problem with these ESCs right here. Solder joint, solder joint, solder joint, solder joint, solder joint. And when solder heats up, you know what happens. It gets to flowing. So all up flow together and it shorts out your ESC. Now, if they would have done this right here a different way, it probably would have lasted, like I said, lasted longer. But when that solder heats up, that solder gonna start running, and it's gonna run right to the next thing to it, and it's gonna short out. But they good ESCs. Like I say, you run it on 2S, but 3S you can't put too much power on it because that 3S will heat that solder up too. So I put another ESC, 60 amp ESC in my car. And another thing, I still got my other ESC. I thought I had blowed it about 3 days ago because I seen smoke coming out of it. This is the original ESC for this AK917. I thought I had blown my ESC. I was very upset. Come to find out, it wasn't the ESC. I tested it, and it still worked. It was the cooling fan. The cooling fan went out, and it smoked the cooling fan. So I put another cooling fan on it, as you can see, with a little more voltage. It can handle a little more voltage. But right now I'm testing the other ESC that I got in here, right now. But eventually I'm gonna put this one back in, because I like the chrome that's on the top of it. Now this one right here, this 60 amp, that VS60, I gave it pure HELL on 3S, 100C, 4,500 milliamp hour. I gave it HELL. I'm talking about I abused it, but it came out on top. This one did too. I abused this one more, and this one show hung in there. And the thing about it, I had the stock 30 tooth pinion in there and the stock 52 tooth pinion. and it held up. The original ESC held up, you know. And I got the other one in there, and I changed my pinion to a 26 tooth pinion, and I still use the original 52 tooth pinion. I mean spur on the rear end, and that'll get you 93 miles an hour. Stock pinion, stock spur, and I threw in a 4500 kV brushless motor. That is what gets you up to 93 miles per hour. I took that 3300 out of there and put that 4500 in that kV. And man, you talking about something that flies? I'm kind of scared of it. I don't want to crash it. But I just want to let y'all know that them two things right there. All right. Have a blessed day and a blessed night. I'll let you later.